got my head.
Okay, let me get my hair organized here. Hey,
Golly gee williker, it's Lisa Belter.
I saved it. I can't do the video. I think that's an upgrade. And then I saved the screen, but it flips it. in Zoom.
Oh, no, it looks fine. It looks fine from this angle.
Oh, so if I point, this is storytelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Oh, so you took a frame out and yeah, I guess you got to have the paid version, I guess, for video background.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I see.
But I figured it out.
Such is life.
So everything's backwards on the screen. Is that what it is?
No, it looks fine.
No, I know, but that's how it goes. There's Lisa Belter.
How do you like the font for Lisa Belter?
You don't.
You don't.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I think I should be on the side or something, or down at the bottom where Lisa Belter. My name is anyways on Zoom. You might as well just tag it above it where it says Lisa Belter, and then Lisa Belter.
Okay, I can do that.
I know, something like that. But good. It's good for now.
So how you doing?
I'm tired. A Chinese New Year's party was yesterday, and we stayed up till 4:30. Partying, smoking weed, drinking gin and good wine. It was awesome.
How many people?
It was 10.
That's a nice number.
Yeah, but it was interesting because everybody left before midnight, except for Sarah and a new girlfriend of mine named Jessie. So it was basically just us three doing a mystical cure at midnight and laughing and drinking, and Sarah went to bed around 1:30, and then Jessie and I stayed up till 4:30.
Oh, nice.
I was in trouble. We were like smoking. I don't smoke weed. So I'm drinking gin. She goes, come on, let's have a puff. I'm like, okay, go outside. And I didn't make sure I didn't inhale it because I'd be messed up if I was drinking gin and smoking weed that I don't smoke. And we just went all around the neighborhood causing trouble. We're like following rabbit tracks and writing dickhead on people's cars and fuck you and pussy. Like, don't know where that came from. It was just like we're randomly writing things on cars, like bad.
Maybe it's the spirit of freedom in the air with the truckers.
Maybe, yeah, like it was harmless. Like we really were just laughing and dickhead or balls to the wall or get some balls. Like we were just having fun. Yeah. And then this truck pulled up and had its lights on. I'm like, we better get out of here. Let's scam. He was probably like, what are you guys doing to the cars? And we were harmless. We just laughed.
When was the last time you did something like that?
Long time. Because I need a partner in crime. Like I can do that all by myself, but having a girl that's like, yeah, like Lisa, otherwise it's no, we can't do that.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. How old is she?
She's a rooster. She's the same age as my sister. She's 52.
Oh,
But we get along. She's great, but she has Shakti energy. And so she could go both ways. I don't know if she's into girls or boys or both, but her energy was very apparent at our party, and my ex was hitting on her big time, like following her around almost like a dog. Ooh, look at those tattoos. What does that mean? What, like, and Doug seldom does that. I'm like, you got a girlfriend, don't you, in Brussels? But he was like playing Mr. trying to put on the charm, and it's awesome. But I let Sarah do the table. I let her set the table up and put people where she thought they should go. So I didn't do that.
nice.
So she put me and put Jessie right beside me, and she's a new friend of mine. I just did a constellation for her in December, and it was fun.
Let the children lead.
And then I got to learn. I just learned so much, like in the last 24 hours.
Why so?
Well, I'm trying to follow the signs, Elijah. I'm trying to like bob and weave and just like relax and like not put on the gas all the time. And I was pretty good yesterday, and then I had a meltdown at work because he was there last Friday or Saturday, and I could just feel him in the apartment, and I could feel the changes that he did with the lamp and the little cutout. I literally had to go sit in an empty apartment and cry, and just have a good cry. And then my one, she's not really a girlfriend. She invited herself to my party. So the other day, and I said, okay, yeah, here's the information. She texts at 3:30, I can't make it. And, normally I'm like, whatever, if it was just a party, come, whatever, but I had set a table and got gifts for everybody and bought a, scratching thing for everybody. And I go, are you fucking kidding me? I got a text. Then she phones me. I'm like, fuck that. And she phones me again. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I'm done. No. I was so mad. Like my energy, I was grieving, and she phones me and I'm like, I'm done with our friendship. You know what? We actually don't have a friendship. I actually don't know you. You know me from high school. I've gone out with you twice. At least you're my friend. No, you're delusional. We are not friends. She's like, but no, yes. I said, listen, you've been drinking and you can't make my fucking party. Are you kidding? I said, I went out of my way. But so we're done. I'm done with our friendship. Done. Hey, actually, my brain hurts. I'm tired of talking to you. I have to go. Happy New Year. All the best. And I just blocked her because she kept phoning. She kept trying to phone. And I'm like, fuck that. So she's looking for energy. Like she needs that jousting. And so I just blocked her. And she even contacted one of my friends last night. Hey, how's the party going?
What?
Yeah. She contacted Deb, who she Facebook friends with, because they were at my birthday party a couple years ago. And she must have got her Facebook information. And Deb couldn't come because she was sick. And she was literally like texting her, how's the party going? I'm like, no, I'm done with people like that.
This is after you had sliced and diced her?
Yeah.
That shows a little insanity.
Well, I realize that she's not that she's native and that's the issue. She's an alcoholic. Her dog almost bit my face off. That's her energy. Like the repression of her line, and that dog, like he was a big, like a German Shepherd. I dropped her off because she was drinking too much. I dropped her off last summer, and all of a sudden I hear her screaming, ah, yeah. And I'm like, is everything okay? And I see this big, huge German Shepherd come round to my car, and I had my window open. And you know me, Elijah. Oh, hi, puppy. Oh, hi. And I was just about to open my door, and the dog jumps, paws in my car, and he's trying to bite me. And I'm just like, I was so scared. This was serious. This dog was gonna attack me, eat me if I would have got out of my car. And she comes over and says, oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. I don't know how he got out. And I'm like, this is a bad note to self. That's sign. So I think she's just her husband committed suicide in her house.
Oh, God.
Like that's the energy that she means well, but she doesn't want to deal with anything. She just drinks. I know she just finishes postal and then she just drinks like from 2 o'clock on. She was probably wasted when she called me at 3:30. Didn't want to come. How am I going to get there? Oh, my dad's been sick. Fuck you. That's such a fucking lie. Why don't you just say I've been drinking and I can't make it? I would have accepted that. Lisa, I'm hammered. I can't come over. Oh, I would have went fine. So it was just one of those interesting nights. And then my friend texts me shortly after and says, Lisa, I can't go. I'm so sick. And she's one of my good friends. I'm like, no problem, Deb. She was going to come over and help me get ready. And I'm like, having a meltdown in the show suite. My boss doesn't show up. He's not answering my calls. I've sent him texts. Where's my fucking check? Did you get my email? Yes. Okay. Are you going to deposit the money in my account? What are you doing? No, nothing. I wait, phone him. He hangs up and says, oh, I'm in a meeting. I'm like, really? You're in a meeting? I said, I need my money. This is a Chinese thing. I need to be complete before the year starts because he usually gives me my check on time. I was like, all of a sudden, I'm like, what is the mirror, Elijah? Okay, I know there's a lesson. What's the mirror? Oh, I get it. I'm not respecting me. I have not made a cushion for myself financially. That's why I'm stressed. Otherwise, I'd be like, whatever. And I negotiated $700 a door when I should have said, fuck that, 1,000 at least. It was me. I was mad at me. He was just being Jay. And I was allowing him to do his wishy-washy. I have no balls. I'm out of integrity because I was afraid to call him on, hey, you never show up for our meetings. You never answer my texts. I'm like frustrated working for you. You need to pay me more. Or I need to leave. Like I was like venting to the guy that gave me the job, my old boss, and he just calmed me right down. It was awesome. Like I'm literally in Blush Lane, taking in bottles that I have because I need money to buy a couple things before the party. I have $8 in my account, and I'm in the car and I'm having a meltdown. He goes, Lisa, I'm talked me through it. And I was like, oh, thank you, James. Thank you. He goes, it's not your fault, Lisa. Remember, like we talked about it. You were supposed to have everything done in 3 months. Like you were going to make a ton of cake. Remember? I'm like, oh yeah. He goes, don't beat yourself up. But we need to address this. We'll do it together. Okay. Let's talk tomorrow. I was like, yeah, guy's showing up. Woo! And all of a sudden I was fine. I went home. I got 10 minutes later, Jay texts me, sorry, Lisa, I've been in meetings all day. Can I drive the check? Can I deliver the check to you? I was almost going to say no. I was going to almost drive back down. I'm like, yes, you can. I'm out doing errands because I'm having a New Year's Eve party. Can you drop it off my daughter's home? I'll let her know. Yep, on my way. He went right to my house, gave my daughter the check, and I got home and I was like, so what I do is I take a picture. There's 2 checks. He divided them up for me because my bank holds the rest after $2,000. You put the check in, gives you $2,000, and they hold the rest because my credit, I'm building it back up.
Yeah.
So he was smart. He gave me 2 checks. So I take a picture and think, okay, $2,000 there, take another picture, another $2,000 there. Good. All bills are paid. I pay off all my bills. I'm all happy. Go to Chili Thai Club to pick up our order. Declined. I'm like, it can't be. And I didn't have my phone with me. My friend drove me and I'm like, declined. I go back out to the car. Steven, sorry, my bank card's not working. Can you fix your Visa? Can you pay? Yep, no problem, Lisa. He pays for it. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go back to my bank and it says, no, we're holding, your mortgage went out right away, which left me with no money in my bank. So now I'm like, wait a second. The next day, today, I'm like, that's not fucking right. It's supposed to give me 2 on each check. I'm going to drive to TD. So I drive to D. I'm trying to be calm because I know my energy's like, I'm tired. This lady is totally having a meltdown too. I'm watching her. She put her money in the car drive thing, and the thing did something and she didn't put the right number in or something. She made a mistake and they couldn't correct it inside the bank and she was losing it. Like, she's like, what do you mean you can't correct this? It's in your fucking bank right now. Open it up. Like figure it out. No, you're gonna have to wait 10 business days. Unacceptable. Like, and so now I'm trying, like, Lisa, calm, not react. You just ask the question. So we're finally all waiting. It's my turn. I'm like, hi, can you please explain why you've held, you haven't given me my money on this check, blah, blah, blah. She's like, because you're only allowed $2,000. I said, I know, I get 2,000 and then I get the remaining in 5 days, right? But I put in 2 checks, so that's 2 and 2. She goes, no, sorry, you only get 2,000 a week. That's your limit. I'm like, now I'm like, Rah! I'm like, I only get $2,000 a week. What? Wait, you're fucking kidding me. Who put the limits on? I'm only allowed to get $2,000. I could put a check in for 200 grand and I get 2,000. I said, how does this serve me? Well, so everybody's got different allowances, which I know what she meant was my rating on my bank account. And now I'm like, who do I need to talk to? I need to change this now. No, we can't do anything. I know, get me a fucking number. This is not, I don't like TD. I'm like, I'm yelling now, not yelling, but TD is not my favorite bank. She goes away. She was awesome. She comes back. So I'm like, you told me, you said that I could take a picture and that I would get the $2 grand. You said it. She goes, well, you should have came in. I said, no, you said, take a picture, go to the teller or go to the bank machine because it doesn't know the difference. And she's like, okay, you have a $2,000. That's all you can get. I'm like, fuck. I was like, so basically I got to fight for my money this year because it's the tag. Is that what it is? And then she goes, she thinks, her brain is thinking. I'm like, I said, I'm sorry, but this is my mortgage we're talking about. I said, this is a dumb rule. It's my money. And she goes, oh, do you still have the checks? I'm like, yes, I took a picture like you told me. And she's like, bring them back in and we'll put that one through. And I'm like, you will? And she goes, yeah, if they're from the same guy, right? I said, yeah, 5th check from the same guy. Oh, yeah, come in and I'll put that one through for you. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. You are my savior. Thank you for problem solving that. Like, really, like it was just took that time, for me to kind of calm down and say, I apologize, but I need a bigger cushion. I need to make more money. I need to get my credit organized. I said that out loud to everybody. Like, I'm getting penalized. I'm trying to, for 4 years, I've been working, putting my credit back together and I get penalized like I'm a 2-year-old. Like, I haven't been naughty for 4 years. Like, fucking up the ante. Like, let's go, TD. So I learned, I was just laughing because I came to the bank and like, yeah, I learned something. Fucking A. I need to get my finances in order. I need a cushion. I need a fucking cushion. Because otherwise I wouldn't be blowing up like this and having meltdowns, because it's about your money, about not having enough.
For sure.
Especially when you're organizing your Chinese New Year and you don't have money to pay for the fucking $250. I'm like, oh, declined. I'm like, no, can't be. That's my New Year's awesomeness story.